Today we have 3 stories we get to talk about. Turbo, the healing cat. Turbo's story is a little bit unique because Turbo was actually able to help a family get through a death experience before she found her forever home. Tuffy, the tough kitten, an orange one that had been born with some deformities in his hind legs. And Bert, the wonder dog. She was found running loose at Holiday Park and had a very severe skin infection all over her body. Every once in a while, the shelter staff come across a pet they just fall in love with, even though they have such severe medical needs. We do everything we can for them and give them the best life we can while they're with us. And Bert is one such dog. Bert came to us as an 8-week-old puppy. We have a foster parent that absolutely loves her. She works here at the shelter and is a veterinary assistant, so she kind of understands what she's getting into. So she goes home and spends the night with her and gets to play with her other dogs in the house and actually live in a home at night. A group of kittens we got in kind of caught everybody's eye. These guys were probably about 4 weeks old. There was 3 in the litter.
At the time I still am volunteering there, and I got my arm twisted because I love kittens. I took the smallest litter of 3, but they were all also the smallest kittens.
Real happy, real loving, sweet kitten so far. Really good guy, and we just all hope for the best for him.
Tuffy from the hips up is the calendar kitten. He's just beautiful. He's a beautiful, playful, loving baby.
And it turned out that he was actually born without the last several vertebrae in his spine. So his pelvis kind of barely attaches to his spine, and he doesn't have good nerve function to his back legs.
They get him around, but they don't work normally. He can go up and down the stairs. He is much better at his balance.
Well, we learned about Turbo because our daughter Laura is always looking at the animal shelter website. From what I understand, this cat helped someone go through an end-of-life transition, and that she needed a place to go herself. And she saw the story about Turbo, and she called and said, "I found you the perfect kitty."
Well, Billy was a really good friend of mine. She was quite ill, and I used to go and see her every day as much as I could. And one day she started talking about different people and things, and she said, "I really miss my cat." She told me it was a beautiful cat. And so when I left that night, I got a hold of the animal shelter and wanted to see what they could do to help her. And by golly, the next day, this beautiful cat arrived. Yeah, so she knew that she was getting at the end of her life because she wasn't getting any better. She couldn't even get out of bed. And she knew that this cat was going to be just so comforting to her, and he really was.
When we did decide to take her, and we knew that, I don't know, there's just something peaceful about her and very soothing. And I could see where that would be important to somebody.
And 15-year-old cat laying on her bed and just keeping her company.
I hope these stories inspired you today and gave you a better understanding of what we can do through the power of foster care. We couldn't do these services without the participation of our community and donors like you. Thank you for everything.
Dr. Tess, as we call her, she's been exceptional. She's been available, and I so appreciate how she's helped me and encouraged me and given me direction to go with, especially my little special needs kitty.
All day, all night, she could look down and just see the cat, and it reminded of her cat when she had one. So this was a sweetie that helped her through it.
The shelter said, you know, bring her back and we'll watch her while you go, if you have to go, you know, for special medical treatment and so forth. So they've just really bent over backwards to help us, and obviously to help the pets.
She really liked this cat. And so do I. Can you tell?